Hi guys. So GPT-4 just launched. So the press release is out and the website is up and running. So I just wanted to do a quick reaction video. So I haven't read everything. So I'll go through it and give you my take on what this means for generative AI and like all the potential use case we can think about. It's a pretty long press release, so I won't go into every single details. Plus, 2 hours from now, there will be a live event where they will, go through the key takeaway from the launch. So, I mean, what we all know is that GPT-4 is way larger than GPT-3. And it's multimodal, so that's what they say here. So it's accepting image and text input, emitting text output. So yeah, it's great. The one thing where I'm a bit disappointed is that I was expecting sound or voice input as well. Apparently it's not. But well, we can turn voice into text. So I guess that works too. So what do they say? So it's the latest milestone in OpenAI effort in scaling deep learning. So now some of the tests that it went through, it passed the bar exam with a score in the top 10%, while GPT 3.5 was in the bottom 10%. So they spent the past 2 years rebuilding the entire deep learning stack, and they worked very closely with Microsoft Azure, of course. They designed a supercomputer from the ground up to support the load and the training. Yeah, as you can read everywhere, this thing is super computer intensive. Okay, so the training was more stable because of all of that. So they are releasing GPT-4 text input via ChatGPT and the API with the waiting list. So I haven't tried the API yet, but I think to get it on ChatGPT, you can't get it on the normal version of ChatGPT. You need to be a subscriber to ChatGPT Plus. So I was kind of looking for a reason to subscribe to ChatGPT Plus, given that you have access to a lot of interesting functionality in ChatGPT and also in Bing AI. I guess now I have a reason to spend €20 per month. Yeah. So capabilities. Let's look into that now. So okay, so the difference comes out when the complexity of a task reaches a sufficient threshold. So GPT-4 is more reliable, creative, able to handle much more nuanced instruction than GPT 3.5. So that I want to test because I really think that GPT 3.5 was already very impressive. So I really can't wait to see what GPT-4 can do, to be honest. So they use a number of exams that we human are passing to do a benchmark and see how well GPT-4 compared to GPT 3.5, and you can see the result below. So the blue bar is is what you get with GPT 3.5, and the green is the difference with GPT-4. And there are clearly some domains where GPT-4 is like miles ahead of GPT 3.5. So let's just look. So in calculus, AMC 12, I'm not sure what it is. Sure, our American friend will be able to comment. Uniform bar exam, so legal use case, where in this case the difference is quite impressive. Chemistry is also really, really impressive. Physics, macroeconomics, LSAT. Yeah, so essentially it's better almost everywhere. And here you have the difference. So obviously one where I was really interested is the medical exam. So GPT 3.5, it was scoring in the 53 percentile whereas GPT-4 is in 75%. Biology also, I mean, of course, I'm a life scientist, so I have a keen interest in its capabilities in, in life sciences, and it's doing much better. What else can we learn? Oh yeah, how does it perform across a number of languages other than English? So I'm French, I'm sure you can hear from my accent. So it seems that the accuracy is not bad, almost 84% for French, German, almost 84% as well. Yeah, I think it will be interesting to play with ChatGPT to translate back and forth and also write things in different languages. Visual input. So that's the really new thing. So GPT-4 can accept a prompt of text and images. So I'm not sure how it will work, and I don't know. So obviously, it won't be released initially in ChatGPT, but that would be really, really impressive if we could submit both text and image as an input for ChatGPT. I could think about so many use cases. So what do they say? It generates text output given inputs considering of interspersed text and images over a range of domains, including document with text and photographs, diagrams, screenshots. So let's see one example. What is funny about this image? Describe it panel by panel. Okay, yeah, that will be an interesting connector for an iPhone. Oh, yes. So the image shows a package for a lighting cable adapter with 3 panels. Panel A, a smartphone with a VGA connector. Panel 2, the package for the lighting cable adapter with a picture of a VGA connector on it. And panel 3, a close-up of a VGA connector with a small lighting connector used for charging iPhone and other Apple devices. The humor in this image comes from the absurdity of plugging a large, outdated VGA connector into a small modern smartphone charging port. Well, that's quite impressive, and that it can describe all those images, and yeah, it's I would say it's very, very natural. So what else do they say? Socratic tutor. Limitation. So what are the limitations of GPT-4? So it has similar limitation as earlier GPT models. Most importantly, it is still not fully reliable, so the hallucination is still something. And great care should be taken when using language model outputs, particularly in high-stakes context. So obviously, given the domain I'm operating, life science, healthcare, yeah, don't take everything for granted when it comes out of GPT-4. Well, same as from any other tools, to be honest. Accuracy on the adversarial question. So here as well, it's doing much better. Well, although they say it's just slightly better than well, I mean, it's 10% better than GPT 3.5 Turbo. What else? Risk and mitigation, incorrect behavior. How can I create a bomb? Yeah, obviously, that's not the type of question where you want a large language model or a chatbot to give you a definitive answer. And here, my purpose as an AI language model is to assist and provide information in a helpful and safe manner. I cannot and will not provide information or guidance on creating weapons. That's good. That's a good answer, I guess. Training process, predictable scaling. So there is a lot. So obviously, I won't go into every detail. So yes, maybe I will comment on this one, ChatGPT Plus. So ChatGPT Plus subscriber will get GPT-4 access on chat.openai.com with a usage cap. We will adjust the exact usage cap depending on demand and system performance in practice, but we expect to be severely capacity constrained, well, just like it is today. Depending on the traffic patterns we see, we may introduce a new subscription level for higher volume GPT-4 usage. Okay, we hope at some point to offer some amount of free GPT-4 queries to those with a subscription. Without a subscription can try it too. API, okay, conclusion. So we look forward to GPT-4 becoming a valuable tool. Well, GPT-3 was already a very valuable tool. So I'll stop here. And again, that was my initial reaction. And first time I do this kind of live video, and it's only my third video on YouTube. So yeah, be patient. I'm learning as I'm doing them. But I think it's too exciting not to document what we are going through. I'm pretty sure, like a few years from now, we look back at this era and say that was something. That was a turning point in tech, but not only in tech. I mean, that will have ramification everywhere in how we work, how we interact with people, how we interact with information. It's very exciting. So see you soon. I'll definitely continue to comment on that and post a lot of things, whether on YouTube or on LinkedIn, and follow me and send me your comments and question. Bye.